everyone. I have not made a video in a long time. Just been super busy, have a new position at the South Dakota Women's Prison, so my roasting has been fast and furious in early mornings. So today I'm just going to be tearing apart my roaster. I'll put together a bunch of clips of what I'm doing. I was having problems the last time I ran it with it staying lit, and so I'm guessing that there is some airflow issues. So I'm just going to tear it apart, see if I have anything that's kind of blocking it. Coffee beans have a lot of chaff, as I've told you guys before. Literally chaff. So I am guessing that there's some buildup of chaff. And then also I have a part of this roaster, and I've mentioned it before, that beans get sucked up into it and it always creates a problem. So I have some screen I'm going to put in. My warranty is already expired on this thing, so it's not like I have to worry about that. But this is actually going to help preserve the integrity of the airflow of the roaster. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll kind of be checking back and forth as I get going, and eventually put together a whole video, and then you can see this messy process. I've already removed the chaff bin. I'm going to work on removing this. This is my airflow fan. This is the part that always traps coffee beans. So I'm going to take this off, this housing off, and then put a screen in here that's going to still promote a lot of airflow, but keep beans from getting trapped inside. So got my little helper. Lyle, say hi.
Hi. Wait, who you're talking to?
It's going to be recorded.
Can I see?
All right, we'll be checking in with you. Here I am sitting on the floor. I got my fan housing tore apart, scraped off all the junk, so all these fans are clear again. This is just light buildup. It's not too bad, so I'll leave that on there. Once in a while, like a few times a year, I'll get this out and I'll actually soak it. I have yet to find something that's like a really good, I don't know, thing to soak this in, so something I got to work on. This, I've been scraping the inside of this out. Just built up oil and probably chaff particles and whatnot. So got that all cleaned out. I'm gonna vacuum it out, put that back together, and we'll just keep moving on. So got my fan taken off and cleaned, and I'll get that hooked back up. This hopper was completely full of, I got grease on it, but completely full of chaff. A lot of people around here will understand this, but when you have a grain bin or a hopper, the grain actually kind of crests and can form like a mound in there, or a cap, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, that grain can actually become so hardened that like a person could actually stand on it. And that's one of the dangers that farmers have to deal with here, is if they were to climb in there and try to pat the grain down, they could actually end up getting trapped in the grain, and we call it grain bin engulfment or something. So anyway, basically the same idea that chaff did. So it was just preventing less airflow from getting through. And you know, when you have fire, you gotta have airflow. So got this all cleaned out. I'm gonna get this hooked back up, the screws tightened, and then we'll be on to this hopper. So on to that next part. Hopper out for the first time. Totally stoked. I don't have a ton of beans in here. I don't know if you guys remember a video that I shared where I was, yeah, I have to fix this, but I was turning this down to 0, and when I dropped this, so cutting off the airflow so it wouldn't suck back in, I think that helped, obviously, because there's not a bunch of beans in there, but I'm still going to put this in. You're going to notice that the beans are, I mean, truthfully, they can still fit down there. So it's still not going to prevent a lot of airflow, but it's going to hopefully help them fall instead of going through. Because this has usually been a big problem for me as far as airflow goes. So checked out the drum. Get the light going. That all looks really good. So just really excited that everything looks good there. It's all clean in there. So that part's working good. And yeah, I had some chaff caught in that hopper piece. I'll see if I can grab it. So I had some chaff stuck in the bottom of here. I think that was just backflow from the other problem, that big hopper, my chaff chamber. So hoping that's gonna really help solve the problem. I would love to get in here. I think that's what I'm gonna work on next, and see if I can get in here and double check, make sure this is all clean. So I'm gonna try, see what happens. I'd really like to get this piece out, but that might be more time than I want to put into it right now. We'll just kind of see. So I forgot to take a video when I had it off, but took it off. Inside here is my air flow damper, and just had a lot of buildup. So I got that cleaned out and scraped the inside real good. Now I got everything tightened back on. Next I'll put this piece on, which is right here. I'll get that all tightened up. Gotta make sure I have it the right way. There we go. Get that all tightened up, and then we'll get the screen put on and my hopper put back on. So having all sorts of fun. I had to go buy some new tools because my Allen wrenches were getting stripped out. Got my hopper on, got my screen on, got my sensory attached here. Now I went to the dollar store and picked out this, oh, isn't that cute little giraffe baby brush. Usually I spend way too much time poking any chaff or just any debris out of these holes with my Allen wrenches, and I'm gonna get tired of doing that. So this is gonna help me do it much more quickly and efficiently. And then I can go underneath here. See how I'm poking all that out. And that's just extra chaff that comes in through there. Anyway, so this will just be another thing that I can do to help keep that airflow good. Yeah. I'm sure you guys are pretty shocked. Like, maybe you didn't think, oh, there was a lot that goes into roasting coffee. So, and there is. I'm gonna turn on my... There is a lot. So, you know, when you sit there and think, you know, oh, coffee, you know, it's fantastic. And especially when you're looking at like prices of specialty coffee like mine or my sister's company, which is called Roast. Literally it's just called Roast. It's a freaking awesome company that she has in Sheridan, Wyoming. Black Rifle, you know, all those specialty coffee companies. So when you're sitting there looking at, you know, the price, you're like, gosh, do I really want to spend this? You know, that type of thing. Which Black Rifle, they're big enough now that I'm sure they have a ton of easier methods and probably better machine than I do for doing big batches. But when you're looking at that and you're looking at small businesses, you know, think about all the time that goes into what people put into, you know, bringing that product that you love. So, you know, I'm lucky enough that I get to work a full-time job and that I love and keep doing this. So, you know, and part of that's just the support that you guys give me. And, but yeah, it does take a lot of work. You know, every bag that I send out to you is handled multiple times. I fill it with a coffee and I have to label it and mark it, seal it, put a tin tie on it. So there's a lot of work that goes into this stuff. So, all right. I will catch you when I get all this cleaned out. And we'll okay, now I took this plate off. Pretty one with the bean on it. Took that off. In here is another chaff tray. And that goes, I don't know, can't see it, darn it. Alrighty, got her all put back together, shined up, she's looking good. Ignore all of that mess that's in the reflection. I have to clean that up still. But I want to see if it's working good. Good there. Turn the gas on. And we have flamage. That's a good thing. I gotta get a new, what did you call that? Set screw for my airflow here. So for now, that's what I got going on. Here's my handle that's supposed to be on there. But my other one my set screw got stripped out, so. We are building temperature. That's good. I was a little concerned that with the screen I have just a tiny little gap going on. I was worried that it would affect temperature a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a problem. Everything else hooked up and looking good. I'm always worried that my alignment might be a little bit off. Unfortunately, I can't really test that until everything heats up super hot. So we're talking like 400 degrees or so. And stays that way for a while because then everything kind of relaxes. So probably I'm planning on coming out here early in the morning and roasting a few batches and see how it's set. If I have to, these are the screws that I use to loosen or tighten the alignment. Right now I have it as tight as it can go. And there's no rubbing or anything, so hopefully that means everything is good. Yeah, I don't know, looks like it's good. Looks like I got to put it all back together. Looks like everything's running well. Still firing. Sounds good. So I think we had a very successful maintenance day. So good deal. Alrighty, well, thanks for joining along. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it was interesting for you. I sure enjoy doing it. I enjoy taking it apart and cleaning it and putting it back together. You know, it's kind of like a relationship. You take care of your partner and they'll take care of you, as long as you're both healthy people. So throw that caveat in there. But yeah, it's just like everything takes maintenance. Cars, friendships, relationships, our bodies, gotta take care of us. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, next weekend I will be at the KCCR home show, home ranch and sports show, home farm and sports show. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, in Pierre. So I'll be there both days. I'll have 2 kinds of coffee on hand to sample. And then I will have another kind for you to do a pour over for $1. Just because I have to pay for filters and stuff for those. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have some coffee there for you to buy and try. Also gonna bring along a good friend of mine's artwork. And I'm just a huge advocate for, you know, supporting other small businesses and other people who are pursuing their passions. So yeah, just stop by, check it out, say hi. We'll be sitting there for both days, and it should be a really good time. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.